guys, sorry for the wait, but I'm finally posting my barrel racing vlog with both horses from Sunday. I woke up around 7 and got ready real quick, and we were bringing lots of animals, including both the horses and Charlie the dog, because she wanted to come. So head down to the barn, said good morning to the girls, and loaded up all of their tack. We had extra today because we were bringing both horses, Moon and Ricky. So I grabbed bridles, saddle pads, saddles, and there were 2. And I wasn't quite sure if this was all going to fit into the tack room nicely, but I managed to stuff it all in, which included all the buckets, waters, grooming stuff, poo forks, all that stuff. Then I put the hay nets in the back of the truck and went out to catch horses, and Ricky decided to get the morning zoomies right when I had to go catch them. She was just galloping, jumping, bucking all the way across her pasture, and she would not quit. She kept jumping the little creek out there. So I caught Moon and loaded her up into the trailer. But Ricky was just being crazy, and she was just running around the whole entire time, and I could not catch her. But when I finally brought out a bucket with some food and haltered her up, she got all weird about the bucket. I don't know what it was, because normally she's so chill, but she spooked at it. So I was just trying to shake it in the air and get her used to it, but she was just being so scared and just slipping around in the mud. But finally, I just rubbed it on her back a bunch and got her chill around it, then led her in and out of the barn to load her up. Moon was whinnying the whole time because she was stuck in the trailer when Ricky was running about in the pasture. But finally caught them both, and they were both loaded. Ricky and Moon, they both loaded amazingly, especially Moon because she loaded all by herself while Ricky was running about. Then we were on the road and turned around and drove back home because I forgot all my money because I was actually paying today. But finally turned back around, and we had a late start because of Ricky's whole shenanigans and the whole money thing. But finally got on the road and got there a little later than we wanted to, but still at a reasonable time, and I had enough time to tack both of the horses up, tacked Ricky up in her pink and Moon in her grayish blue, and they were both really good for me for saddling, bridling, unloading, all of that. Then I brought them in. I rode Moon in and led Ricky because Moon is a very slow walker, so it's kind of hard to lead her because Ricky's fast and Moon is slow, and it just doesn't pair well, you know. But then I got them into warm-up runs, and I wanted to go in there before I went into open arena just because they sometimes run out of spots available. But I got in there in time and had a nice warm-up with both the girls. I didn't get any videos of Moon because my mom tried to video it, but Ricky was freaking out when Moon left, so the video was super jumpy and I didn't use it. But here was Ricky's. She did super good. I didn't canter the first 2 barrels, but we cantered the last one. It was nice. Then I came out and braided both the horses' hair. Ricky's was already half braided, but I just redid them. And fun fact about Mooney, she actually has a double mane where it goes consistently down on both sides, so I had double the amount of braids to braid on hers. But I got both their hairs braided. They looked so cute. Then I left them to go inside and watch a couple of the peewees and opens. And the first peewee run, she actually won the whole peewee round. She is sort of my friend. She's riding a horse that I sometimes ride in lessons, Gigi or Georgia, and they did so good. I'm pretty sure they got first, but yeah, they did awesome, super clean, awesome run. Then watched a couple more of the peewees. This horse had the cutest little pink extensions on the hair, and I loved it. Then went out to grab the horses, and I decided to put bell boots on Moon for the very first time, and she was walking super funny, but she got used to them. Then brought them in and warmed them up, and look at those cute little butts with their braided tails. But we just did a little bit of walking, a little bit of trotting. I didn't feel like getting off and switching, but we both got nice and warm. Then our very first run was on Ricky, and it was our youth run, and it was a little bit like not the cleanest run we've ever done, but it was all right. Like, I'm still really proud of it. And she got like second with this run in youth 4D. She got second with a time of 18.3 something. Then our next run was on Moon right after this. It was hard to like switch horses, and I had to switch a couple of things around, so it was a little stressful, but like I managed to, they spaced me out enough that I was able to get it all done really nicely. And this run was really good. Like, I'm so proud of how all of Moon's runs were today because like excuse me, Moon, were you a barrel horse in your past life or something? Because she was not spooky of the barrels at all or anything. Like, she even cantered for me on the way home. Like, she was just such a good girl. I was so proud of her. And her time was really big. I think we got last with both of our runs. Her time was 34, which was not the best, but like, I'm still proud of her. I just needed a couple extra runs to maybe get into finals, so that's why I brought Moon along today, and I thought it'd be a fun experience. Then our next run was in novice, which was right after youth. And I'm not super proud of this run. It was super like jumpy and like turny, and she was fighting me a lot on this run, but like it was still good. Our time was a little like slower than our last one. We actually got first in 40 novice with this one and got a $50, so that was really nice. It wasn't like my favorite looking run, but like she did good and we got a prize, so I'm happy with it. Then Moon's next run, I tried to speed it up just a little more and make it a little more smooth and clean. And it was so much better. Like, the way she actually can finish off the barrels so nicely, even though she's not even a barrel horse and she's had little to no practice with this, was so good. Like, she finishes them off and galloped home for me. Like, that's the fastest Moon has ever moved in her life. She did so good, and our time was so much faster than our last one. Still slow, but 27, like, that's not bad. Then that was all of our runs for today, so I went out and untacked them to cool them off. I was so proud of them both, so they got lots and lots of treats, lots and lots of scratches for both of them. They were such good girls today, especially Moon. I was so proud of her, like for her very first ever show event. Like, it was so good, and Ricky loved my homemade treats. I'll be posting a video about how I made them soon. Then I went in and did a little bit of volunteer work for the Open 2 class, just raking at first barrel, and that's it. Then I went out and grabbed those cool horses and loaded them up into the trailer. I was super surprised about how warm the day was today. Like, it got hot. I just drove them home without their blankets or anything. They were super good. Then I closed it up, and you can tell Mooney's got that big butt. It was super hard to close, but I got them all closed up, and we had a super safe and easy trip home. The girls are always the best at hauling out. They're just such good. They're just so good. They're perfect. I could never ask for better horses. They're amazing. And then Charlie was napping on my lap on the way home, and I thought it was so cute. I had to get a little video. Then we went to Taco Bell because, it's not the healthiest, but I didn't want to make the horses wait in the trailer for a long time, so I just wanted to get some fast food. So then we drove home, and the sun looked super pretty, and then unloaded the girls, and they were both just like unloaded themselves so nicely. I was kind of surprised. Like, Ricky just walked herself straight out of the trailer. Like, she's such a good girl. And then Moon did pretty much the same. I didn't really lead her at all. I just wanted to see if she would just back right out, and she did. She was such good. They were both actually so good girls. And then I brought them out into the pasture. Ricky just followed us back in again because she's so good, and then unloaded saddles and everything. Well, just one saddle, but then fed them their hay and drove home. We brought my pink saddle pad and one of my saddles because I keep my show pad at the house to keep it clean, and this saddle just, it belongs in our living room now. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Bye!